It's day 9 for me on 100% Raw. Okay, so I think I have 3 things that I want to share today. One of them is that I went swimming after my last video log and had an extraordinary experience where I usually don't swim for longer than 15-20 minutes and seriously struggle and rest on the sides every 2 or so laps, and every lap towards the end of the swimming session. The other day I swam for 30 minutes. I didn't rest once on the side. I just kept going, turning, and getting to the end and turning around and coming back, blah blah blah. Didn't run out of energy. Had loads of energy. It was like a bloody miracle. I loved it. And then after that I walked around loads in town, and it was extraordinary. I mean, for me that is something new, and I really enjoyed it. So for any of you that are doing Raw, that is certainly something to expect, because I've heard other people talk about it, and that's my first experience of that amount of energy. God, I mean, it was like I was 10 years younger or something, or a lot lighter than I am. So that was weird, but good. Secondly, something a little bit maybe embarrassing, though it probably shouldn't be, is yesterday I caved in to my freaky deaky binge desire shit and ordered a pizza and scoffed it, and I wish I hadn't, though. I've been thinking, okay, so what's the positive in this, John? How can you turn this around and not turn it into some sort of reason to feel really depressed and perhaps not have the will it takes to carry on? And the good thing is I didn't really enjoy it. I was very keenly aware of its lack of value for my body. Even though I ate it anyway, I was in a bit of a weird mood. There was no one in the house. I'd been kind of alone for a couple of days. The day before I'd been to Pride, and there was just fast food joints every 20 paces, and the smells were everywhere, and I was such a trooper and didn't cave in, and I was running, walking around with my little green smoothie jar, and people kind of going, "Ugh, what's that?" And I'm like, it's my food. But yesterday somehow it all kind of came rolling back on me, and I did that. And it hasn't stopped me being raw, because this morning I woke up and I had my green smoothie again, and I'm working more on chewing it and listening to this fella from Running Raw. I saw his video and he's like, chew your smoothie until it changes flavour, and saliva, saliva, saliva was his message. Get it into your stomach with saliva. And so I did that, and I think I really need to find out a little bit more about nutrition. So that brings me on to the third thing that I wanted to talk about. Is I went to see my doctor this morning. My doctor, it's the first time I've seen her, because I've just registered at a new practice, and she just really she just pissed me off. She was just full of her own opinions. I kind of rocked up and I said, look, I'm changing my diet, and I guess I'm looking for a bit of support. Not sure what it is. She was stone silent, almost as if she didn't want to give anything away. She didn't even smile. I mean, I totally happened to see the wrong doctor this morning. And then when I was finished, when I said raw diet, she said, oh, so what's that then? And I said, well, raw vegetables and fruits and nuts and seeds, and that's all I eat. And then she went into this huge rant about needing a balanced diet, and how these fad diets, as she put it, the weight obviously drops off, but then, it all comes back again when you give up. And I just thought, fucking hell, this woman just doesn't even know the meaning of the word listen, and certainly doesn't know how to be supportive. And, if I was less, maybe, willful, I literally could have taken that as some sort of permission to just give up on my on my venture of being raw. I mean, I came out of there feeling quite deflated actually, and sort of wondering. But you know, really, what I got out of that. I'm gonna go see the nurses. Fuck the doctor. You know, she's obviously full of her own opinions. She spent years and years and years training in how to know it all, and hasn't got any room left to listen to anyone. So I'm gonna go see the nurses because they can support me in a much more sort of technical way. You know, by weighing me, perhaps testing my blood to see that everything's okay. You know, and they seem a lot more friendlier than her anyway. And I'm going to try and find out a little bit more about complete raw nutrition. So I'm going to ask my special friend Ronan, you know, who gives me the advice and gave me that book and all of that, you know, the guy who brought raw into my life. I'm going to ask him to see if he's got a book that he can lend me about raw nutrition, like complete nutrition. Because yeah, I guess maybe I had the pizza last night as well because I'm not having a complete something or other. Maybe I was just craving and I didn't know. I mean, I was literally running around the kitchen like a blue-ass fly trying to figure out what the fuck I needed, and I couldn't find it. And yeah, I think I need maybe a little bit more complete diet. And so, you know, also I can rest assured that that doctor can just shut up, because she didn't please me at all. She upset me. Yeah, that's basically it, and I'm still raw and going for it. Day 9, going strong, even though I had a pizza. You know, I strongly recommend to anyone, if they fall off the boat, just get back in it. You know, I could have made a complete drama out of that last night and turned it into, oh, this is the end of my raw thing, and it just isn't. You know, it's a blip. You know, it's a little stone in the road that I stubbed my toe on or something. Just keep walking. So that's a good attitude, I think. It sure as hell will keep me going. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and until next time.